Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Cycle on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Priscilla Obasi. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276. Now the news in detail. President Bola Tinubu has approved new measures to improve the welfare of defined benefit scheme pensioners, including the immediate implementation of extra budgetary allocation for updated pensions rate. The 2026 budget will feature a proposed pension harmonization policy, health insurance coverage for DBS pensioners, and settlement of outstanding liabilities to NITEL and TEL retirees and other parastatal workers. According to the government, the initiative aligns with the administration's renewed hope agenda to strengthen social protection for retirees. Nigeria's government and the United States Embassy has pledged to ensure Nigerians avoid pitfalls related to new U.S. visa regulations while enhancing awareness and compliance. Information Minister Mohammed Idris and U.S. Ambassador Richard Mills emphasized the importance of transparent communication to safeguard Nigerian travelers, especially in light of recent visa policy changes. Both parties stressed that misuse of visa or inaccurate applications could undermine trust, potentially leading to visa revocations or permanent bans. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, has issued a strong warning to members endorsing President Bola Tinubu for re-election, citing it as an anti-party activity. The PDP constitution prohibits members from aligning with opposing political parties or groups, and the National Working Committee has expressed concern about the destabilizing effects of such moves. The party has cautioned those involved to retrace their steps or face stiffer sanctions to protect its electoral prospects. Moving on, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has reiterated its commitment to ensure that eligible inmates in Nigeria's correctional facilities are not denied their constitutional right to vote. Chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, gave the assurance during a courtesy visit by the Controller General of the Nigerian Correctional Service, Sylvester Nwakuchi, at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja. The National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) has called for enhanced insurance and improved remuneration for corps members working as ad hoc staff during elections. NYSC Director General, Brigadier General Olakunle Nafiu, made the request during a courtesy visit by INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu, urging a review of the MOU between both agencies. The call comes as NYSC seeks better conditions for its members amidst Nigeria's economic realities. The holiday season is here, and with schools on break, many parents are finding time to reconnect with their children. Our correspondent, Ubangu Soro, takes a look at how families across Nigeria are making the most of this special period. The report. Apologies, we'll bring you that report in our later bulletin. Moving on, the federal government has launched a task force under the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, to combat the production and distribution of counterfeit medicines and unsafe foods across Nigeria. The coordinating Minister of Health, Professor Ali Pate, stressed that such products pose a significant public health threat and must be dealt with decisively. NAFDAC Director General, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, revealed that counterfeiting continues to undermine Nigeria's healthcare system and consumer trust in regulated products. World Breastfeeding Week is celebrated every year in the first week of August, championed by World Health Organization (WHO), United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund (UNICEF), Ministries of Health and civil society partners around the globe. Our correspondent, Zara Nasru, takes a look at the importance of the week. The report.
The theme for this year is Investment in Breastfeeding and Invest in the Future. World Breastfeeding Week is a time to recognize breastfeeding as a powerful foundation for lifelong health, development, and equity. Medical experts say breastfeeding boosts cognitive development, strengthens economies, and sets children up with healthy beginnings. Some Muslim mothers interviewed share their experiences on the importance of breastfeeding their babies.
One, it makes the baby smart. Secondly, it makes the baby grow very well. And more of it, it reduces some costs like nanny and all those Cerelac are expensive.
And it's a natural food from God to them. Without money, you can breastfeed your baby anywhere, anytime, at your convenience. Because you are not paying for it, just like a free gift.
Whether you breastfeed or not, the breast will surely suck. Like my daughter doesn't suck directly, but she breastfeeds. We're on exclusive breastfeeding, but she doesn't suck directly. She reefs. Breastfeeding is cheaper, it is easier, and your baby tends to get all the nutrients he or she is supposed to get as the baby. Actually, my two babies have been doing exclusive for them, including this one. So I definitely pregnancy will even make the breast to go down. So what's the need of preventing it?
To me, breastfeeding is the best way to give my baby all the nutrients and vitamins and everything he needs. Because during my antenatal, they told us the importance of breastfeeding. The breast milk is the most important food for the baby.
A consultant obstetrician, gynecologist Dr. Love Okafu sheds light on the importance of breastfeeding.
Breastfeeding is a total nutritional package. It's very important because it provides nutrition for the baby. The baby is healthier, the brain develops better. Also, it prevents early childhood diseases like diarrhea diseases. Also prevents asthma and development of allergies.
Modern women do not seem to support breastfeeding. Dr. Love Okafu speaks on the implications.
The implication is that you don't have a healthy baby. Your baby comes down very sick all the time. You are in and out of hospital because the baby is vomiting, the baby is having diarrhea diseases. Okay, academically, so the babies, they don't do well. Okay, a healthy baby is a baby that goes to school. The baby becomes healthy, does not miss classes. They go to anything that all their mates they are doing. So,
breastfeeding is as old as man, and the theme for this year's commemoration makes a strong case for stakeholders to prioritize investment in this gift of nature. Zahra Nasser, reporting for Global TV News.
The West Africa Examination Council, WAEC, has released revised results for the 2025 West African Senior School Certificate Examination following a grading error that affected candidates' performance. WAEC head Dr. Amos Dangote admitted that mistakes in scoring English language and other subjects had led to inaccurate results, but assured the public that corrections had been made. The revision shows that 91.14% of candidates obtained credit in at least 5 subjects, including English and mathematics. It was a night of glamour, unity and celebration as political heavyweights and notable figures converged in Abuja to mark the 50th birthday of Ugumba Uche Nwosu, in-law to former Imo State Governor Rochas Okorocha. The Golden Jubilee drew Nigerian most influential leaders cutting across party lines. Our correspondent Kikelomo Okere was there for Global Television.
From the National Assembly to political arena, dignitaries arrived in style to honor Ugumba Uche Nwosu on his golden milestone. In attendance were Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, former Senator Dino Melaye, 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, and former President of the Senate, Ayim Pius Ayim. They all hailed Ugwumba Uche Nwosu as a visionary leader, philanthropist, and a bridge builder whose impact spanned politics and society.
We're here to celebrate an icon, a great Nigerian, a pan-Nigerian, the son-in-law of another great Nigerian. All I wish Uche is I'm welcoming him into the 5th club or the 5th floor, and I wish him all the best, and I know that there are better days ahead for him by the grace of God. He's a wonderful person, he's a gentle guy, and I know he's got a lot to do in the future. I wish him well.
We are greatly honored to share this moment with our friend, our brother, and an upcoming leader, Chief Uche Nwosu at 50. It is my prayer that the Almighty will continue to sustain him in health, prosper the work of his hand, and grant him peace and much more love in the many years ahead.
Also gracing the occasion was his father-in-law, former Imo State Governor Rochas Okorocha, and his beloved wife, Oluma Uche Nwosu, alongside other top political and business figures from across the country.
I am wishing him all the best there is. So he's a beautiful heart. He's such a wonderful soul and deserves nothing less. So I'm truly happy for him, and I'm glad I did life with him. So I'm going to say let's do this for another 50 years.
He's a good in-law, a good man, a philanthropist, a peaceful man, and I'm just happy that the world is seeing what I saw many years ago about the man Uche Nwosu. Today he's turned 50. I can only pray for him that may the Almighty God grant him wisdom, strength to serve humanity.
The evening featured heartfelt tribute, music, and a display of unity that transcend political affiliation. In his remark, the celebrant expressed deep gratitude to God, his family, and all well-wishers for making the day a memorable one.
I feel elected, happy. If I say I'm mesmerized, it's no understatement. If I say I'm flabbergasted, it's no overstatement. I am really bamboozled with what I'm saying here today. I thank God for my life. I thank God for my friends and my colleagues and those who were able to put this up for me. I'm grateful to them. I'm happy with them. I will ever remain grateful to them.
This golden jubilee was a more than a birthday. It is a celebration of legacy, leadership, and lasting influence. Surrounded by family, friends, and political icons, Ugwumba Uche Nwosu 50th was a testament to lives he has touched and the bridges he continues to build. Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television News.
You are watching the live broadcast of News Cycle. When News Cycle returns, DJ announces nationalization of its only gold mine. Details coming shortly, plus foreign and sports stories on the other side of this break. Please stay with us. Welcome back. Thank you very much for staying with us. This is News Cycle on Global Television, and now we are in the business news. The Nigeria Bureau of Statistics say foreign direct investment, FDI, in Nigeria has dropped by 70% to $126.29 million in the first quarter of 2025 compared to $421.88 million in the previous quarter. While overall capital importation increased, the sharp decline in FDI signals warning foreign investors' confidence in long-term commitments to Nigeria economy. FDI now makes up to only 2.24% of total capital imports, reflecting a growing preference for short-term high-yield investments. Still in business, Dangote Refinery has denied reports of shutdown, clarifying that its maintenance activities are routine and will not affect fuel supply in Nigeria. The refinery confirmed that petrol loading operations continued, with 40 million liters of petrol being supplied daily despite maintenance work on residue fluid catalytic cracking (RFCC) units. The company assured that its commitment to transparency and energy security remains steadfast, with no interruption in its fuel distribution network. Indian state refiners, the Indian Oil Corporation Limited and Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, have stepped up crude purchases from Nigeria and other suppliers to replace Russian oil barred by recent sanctions. Combined spot buys for September and October totaled about 6% of India's May processing volume, including 2 million barrels of Nigerian crude. Improved shipping economics for Atlantic Basin's trade have boosted the appeal of Nigerian oil by Asian buyers. Niger military government has nationalized the country's only industrial gold mine, accusing its Australian operator McKinney Resources of breaching agreement. The move is part of a broader effort by the junta to increase state control over the country's natural resources after it took power in a 2023 coup. The nationalization follows a series of complaints about the mine's mismanagement, including failure to invest in promised improvement and workers' safety concerns. U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin are set to meet in Alaska on 15 August to discuss peace proposal for the ongoing war in Ukraine. Trump has suggested that Ukraine may need to cede territory to Russia as part of a peace deal, a proposal that raised concerns among European leaders and Ukrainian allies. Despite growing pressure, the specifics of the peace talks remain fluid, with Ukrainian President Zelensky yet to agree to any territorial concessions. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has warned that peace talks between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin in Alaska will be meaningless without Ukraine's participation. Nagasaki has marked the 80th anniversary of the atomic bombing with a call for global peace and nuclear disarmament, urging leaders to prevent an existential crisis. Mayor Shiro Suzuki warned of dangers of growing international tensions, with Japan's Prime Minister vowed to uphold the country's commitment to a nuclear-free policy. The ceremony highlighted the continued suffering of the atomic bomb survivors, who now number over 99,000, with many living in radiation-induced diseases. And now we go to sports, where Rivers United have been ranked 24th in Africa with 14 points, making them Nigeria's highest placed club in the latest CAF rankings released ahead of the 2025/2026 continental season. The Port Harcourt side has been the country's most consistent performer in CAF competitions in recent years, while Eyimba, despite its illustrious history, placed 35th with 7 points after a string of underwhelming campaigns. The rankings, determined by club's performance over the past 5 seasons with greater emphasis on recent results, come just before the preliminary draw for the CAF Champions League and the Confederation Cup in Tanzania. And still in sports, the National Sports Commission has called on sports federations to host more domestic and continental tournaments to boost athletic development in Nigeria. Speaking at the close of the CAF Under-18 Beach Volleyball Continental Championship in Abuja, Chairman Shehu Diko praised Nigeria's female team for winning gold and silver, while the men's team finished 3rd and 4th. The tournament featured teams from 13 African nations and secured Nigerian athletes qualification for international events in Qatar. Manchester United have officially confirmed the signing of Slovenian striker Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig on a 5-year deal, making him the club's third forward acquisition of the transfer window. The 22-year-old arrival completes a major reshaping of the Red Devils' attack ahead of the new season. The club says the move is subject to registration. And that is it on Global TV News Cycle. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen using the handle @GlobalTVNG. I am Priscilla Obasi. Thank you very much for watching. Good evening.